Who do you turn to when you need encouragement? Welcome back to the Quit Drinking Alcohol podcast. I'm Dylan, and I am so glad that you're here. In the last episode, we talked about finding healthy ways to cope with stress and emotions without alcohol. Today, we're shifting gears to focus on something that's just as crucial: building a strong support system for lasting sobriety. Sobriety is a deeply personal journey, but it doesn't have to be a lonely one. Having the right people and resources around you can make all the difference, especially when things get tough. Whether it's family, friends, a coach, or a community of like-minded people, the support you build can become your safety net, your source of encouragement, and your foundation for success. In this episode, we'll talk about the role of a support system, how to find the right people to surround yourself with, and some practical tips for building and maintaining those connections. Let's get started. When I first started my journey to sobriety, I thought I had to do it all on my own. I believed that admitting I needed help was a sign of weakness, and I didn't want anyone to know I was struggling. But as time went on, I realized that trying to navigate sobriety alone wasn't just isolating, it was also making things harder than they needed to be. One of the turning points for me was when I finally opened up to someone I trusted. Just sharing what I was going through lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. From there, I started building a small but solid network of support, people who encouraged me, held me accountable, and reminded me why I was doing this in the first place. Looking back, I can honestly say I wouldn't be where I am today without that support system. I'm sharing this because I know how easy it is to feel like you have to figure out everything on your own. But the truth is, asking for help and leaning on others is one of the strongest things you can do. Sobriety isn't about going it alone. It's about building connections that lift you up and keep you moving forward. So let's talk about what a support system can look like and how you can start creating one that works for you. So why does the support system matter so much when it comes to sobriety? The truth is, none of us are meant to face life's challenges alone. And that's especially true when it comes to something as life-changing as quitting alcohol. A strong support system provides more than just encouragement. It creates a foundation of accountability, understanding, and connection that makes the journey easier and more sustainable. First, let's talk about accountability. When you're navigating sobriety, having people who know your goals and care about your success can help keep you on track. It's not about being judged or policed. It's about knowing there's someone who believes in you and wants to see you thrive. Accountability can be a powerful motivator, especially on those tough days when you're tempted to give up. Next is understanding. One of the hardest parts of sobriety can be feeling like no one gets it. But when you build a support system of people who've been there, whether it's a coach, a support group, or a close friend, you gain a sense of empathy and connection. These are people who truly understand your struggles and can offer encouragement and advice from a place of experience. Finally, let's talk about encouragement. Sobriety is a journey with ups and downs, and having people who celebrate your victories and remind you of your strength can make all the difference. A support system gives you that extra boost of confidence when you need it most, helping you keep moving forward even when the road gets tough. A strong support system isn't just helpful, it's essential. It gives you the tools and relationships you need to navigate sobriety with confidence and resilience. Now that we've talked about why a support system is so important, let's get into how to actually build one. Creating a network of people and resources that truly support your sobriety takes intention, but it's absolutely doable. Here are a few steps to help you get started. The first step is to identify what kind of support you need. Are you looking for someone to talk to when you're feeling overwhelmed? Do you need accountability, advice, or just someone to cheer you on? Understanding your needs can help you figure out who to reach out to and what kind of connections will be most valuable to you. Start by looking at the people already in your life. Are there friends, family members, or coworkers who might be supportive of your journey? Be honest with them about what you're going through and what kind of support you're looking for. Sometimes opening up to someone you can trust can strengthen your relationship and provide the encouragement you need. Another great way to build a support system is by joining a sober community. Whether it's an online group, a local recovery meeting, or a structured program, these communities can be a lifeline. They're filled with people who understand your experience and can offer advice, empathy, and accountability. If you're looking for personalized guidance, working with a coach or therapist can be incredibly helpful. Professionals can provide structure, help you set goals, and give you tools for navigating the challenges of sobriety. Having someone in your corner who's dedicated to your success can make a huge difference. Lastly, remember that building a support system also means protecting yourself from negative influences. If there are people or environments that don't align with your goals, it's okay to set boundaries. Your sobriety is worth prioritizing, and surrounding yourself with positivity will only help you succeed. Building a support system is about finding the people and resources that lift you up and align with your journey. It takes time, but every connection you make will bring you closer to the life you're working toward. As we wrap up this conversation about support systems, I want to invite you to take a moment for self-reflection. Building a network of support is a personal process, and it starts with understanding what you need and who you can rely on. Here's a question to consider. Who in my life do I feel comfortable reaching out to for support, and what kind of help am I looking for? Maybe it's someone who's already shown they care about you, or maybe it's a group or community you've been thinking about joining. Reflecting on this can help you take the first step toward building a strong foundation. If you enjoy journaling, write down a list of people or resources that come to mind. It could also include any fears or hesitations you might have about asking for support. Sometimes getting these thoughts on paper helps you gain clarity and confidence. Remember, building a support system isn't about having all the answers right away. It's about starting somewhere and allowing those connections to grow over time. That's it for today's episode. We've talked about why a support system is so important, how to build one, and how those connections can help you navigate sobriety with strength and confidence. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are people and resources out there who want to see you succeed. If today's episode resonated with you, take some time to reflect on the support you already have and the connections you might want to create. And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who might benefit from hearing it. Sharing these conversations can be a powerful way to spread support and encouragement. Thank you for joining me today. In our next episode, we'll be talking about developing a positive, sober routine. I'll share tips on how to create daily habits that support your sobriety and help you feel grounded and focused. I hope to see you there.